So the soap opera is over?
Looks like it's finally over. After 6-7 months of back and forth, we finally have a deal.
We finally have a deal, and Shari Redstone is out of the picture completely. Does that mean David Ellison becomes the new Shari Redstone in terms of influence over the company?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. We got to actually hear from David Ellison today in a call, and he got to lay out a little bit his vision for all of this. And, talked about, Paramount having to really up its game in technology, about the various synergies he feels like Skydance will provide Paramount. Talked a little bit about its animation studio, combining that with Nickelodeon, sports and CBS, its movie properties. So it was interesting to hear a little bit. And also Jeff Shell, who's going to be president of the company, we got to hear from him a little bit too.
Is the company going to bleed talent? Because Bob Bakish was, left the company at Redstone's request. And of course, she had 3 different people from different divisions kind of sharing the CEO title, calling it the CEO office. Are they going to stick around?
Hard to say at this point. I mean, they're still talking about, reducing costs by $500 million. There's more cuts that are going to be coming. But it's this difficult time in Hollywood where everyone's tightening their belts. So I think, in general, I think the Hollywood creative community is a bit relieved at this point to have David Ellison in control. He's a known quality. He loves movies. He's been investing in the industry for years. It's not just a group coming in to cut costs across the board. Right. This does feel like it'll be a plus in terms of investment in the company.
What about litigation? Because there's a lot of talk about how there might be litigation from this deal from shareholders who don't like how everything's been structured and how Redstone controls all those voting shares and how now someone else will control all those voting shares.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But David Ellison did sweeten the deal for the other investors. That was part of it. Also, increase some of the litigation protections for Shari Redstone at the end. So that's part of what got this across the finish line in the end. But we'll see what happens.